Alright guys, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. I think I got a treat for you guys today. I'm sure you guys saw with the title and the thumbnail, everything we got going on. This video is going to be somewhat controversial to others, somewhat awesome to others, but really, it's just pretty sweet to see. So, before we get started, I do want to say the giveaway has ended for the polished turbo from Dieter's Custom Finishing and Jacobson Welding and Powder Coating. They got that thing looking right and the entries have been ended. I filmed a bunch of videos prior to Monday, so Monday is a holiday, so tomorrow will be the video with the winners, because as of right now the drawing is not ended yet, so I can't pick a winner because everyone's not in. So be on the lookout tomorrow to see who wins the turbo. It'll be in that video. But let's get right into it today. As you guys saw in the thumbnail, we're talking about a Ford powered Corvette. So you guys see the LS swaps, we do them at everything. We have a Ford powered Mustang, which some might say is rare because everyone LS swaps them. We have an LS swap Mustang sitting outside, and then right here we have a small block Ford 9.5 deck powered Corvette and one Stumpy. And look at Stumpy's rocking a fresh shirt. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Wait, your silhouette Stumpy right now. I gotta get on the other side. Look at that.
Check it out.
I've got good stuff. Hemp and CBD products.
Yes, sir.
Privateer hemp. All right.
You.
Oh, you're looking good, dude. You're looking good. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right, so here it is. This is an awesome car. The chassis on this car is awesome. Some of you guys might have seen this car. It was built. The chassis itself was built by NRC, and they do amazing work. And our buddy Mike has this, and he brought it here just to really kind of nut and bolt, and he's going to take it to the track. We're going to go to the track with him. And the car really has never been, like, run at the track. And well, I'm not lying to you guys when I say it does have a small block Ford. I don't know if you guys are ready for this, but that is a small block Ford 9.5 deck block. So a little bit different from the 8.2 deck. This thing's a little bit bigger. I think it's like 420 inches. Don't quote me on that. It might be smaller. It might be slightly bigger. But it's a pretty stout motor. As you can tell, it's got a gear-driven blower off the front, an F3. It's on fast fuel injection. It's got dual blow-off valves. I mean, it's a pretty sweet car. The chassis on this car is absolutely amazing. I can't stress enough how nice the chassis is. It's a 25.3. I think it's very, very close to a 25.2. And it's got a power glide. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about the Corvette stuff is this one, obviously, as you can tell by the amount of lip on the wheel, this one right here is back aft, so it is a 4-link rear, and the transmission is in the front. So all of the Corvette stuff that we deal with, we do like a RPM power glide swap. We'll slide over here. This is a perfect example. Now the C5, C6, and C7 Corvettes all do the same thing. They have the transmission in the rear. And as you guys can see, there is the transmission pan. So the transmission is all the way in the back, and it's got what's called a torque tube. Now if we go up under this thing, you will notice that it does not have the transmission in the rear. The transmission, you can even see it right here, right by the mid plate. It's bolted right up to the motor, so it does have a true drive shaft, and then it's got a 9-inch in the rear. So a little bit more race car style looking, and I mean, this car it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very excited about participating in this car, and hopefully it has a lot of success at the track. So Mike, the guy that has it, is he's an awesome dude. I've talked to him at the track a bunch, and he's had the car for a while. He had the motor prior to the Corvette. So he was a Mustang guy. He's a Ford guy. He's had a bunch of them, and he had this engine in a car that he wrecked, and he had the VETTE. Chassis was getting built in the VETTE. Said, like, I work with what I got. I already got a Ford motor. Throws it in here, fits like a glove, and I mean, it's stout. Like, with the hood shut, you're not going to be like, oh, that doesn't sound like an LS, or oh, it doesn't. I mean, it sounds like a pro-charged, healthy motor. The car is set up to run on alcohol, and it's got a bunch of really trick things, like the headlight right here. It doesn't obviously operate anymore, but as you can see, it's got the quick latches on there, and that's where the fuel cell is. So fill it up with alcohol right there. It's got your mechanical pump. It's got a set of Moran injectors, which are like the old school build atomizer stuff. System 1 fuel filter. It's got like the MSD crank pickup on the front. I mean, it's got a bunch of really, really, really nice stuff. And it's just a very, very well-built car. But some things, I mean, he's really never run it at the track before. And he's looking to switch over to drag radials. So some minor changes there. We'll get Jason over here, get the car scaled, get the car adjusted, make the proper bar angle adjustments necessary, and we'll get this thing going down track. But the chassis, like I said before, I'm blown away by how nice the chassis is. As you can see, you got the funny car cage, it's got a fire suppression system on there, it's got all the things that you need. Mike did mention some point in the near future you'd like to switch over to HOLLEY, and that's just purely out of preference. I think HOLLEY is very appealing to most people just because, one, the self-correction features on there are absolutely awesome. Two, it's probably one of the more simple systems to navigate. And three, there's so much support out there with Devin Vanderhoof, which I'll link his Instagram. I'll put his Instagram on the screen here, but his YouTube channel is always linked in the description below. He is like your go-to if you have any questions. You don't bug him, just watch his instructional videos, but most of his videos can answer a lot of your questions. And then most people at the track, a lot of people, especially where we are, they're running HOLLEY. So if we have an issue, you know, I could text Shannon, I get up with Turbo John, I can hit up Devin, Forrest, any of those guys are all on HOLLEY, and we can all bounce ideas off each other if we need them. So I think it's just crazy. I'm interested to see how people react to this. We do like the Ford stuff here on the LS Nasty paddock, but I'm interested to see what people have to say about a Ford engine in a Corvette. So like I said, with the hood shut, you can't even tell, but the car itself is super clean, super nice. I love the exhaust coming out here. I will say the one thing that I do like about a Ford is look at the exhaust flange. They have 2 bolts for each side, right? So as you are building zoomies, in this case, it's very simple because you can take each primary off individually, and then he built the collector. So he didn't go with the full zoomies, but it does have the fender exit, which is awesome on a blower car like this. Kind of looks like, almost a little bit like Fran's car. Almost, just a little bit like Fran's car. But super easy to make these compared to, I'm not going to say super easy, they still take a lot of skill, but this right here is a total pain in the ass. Total pain in the ass, because look, you can't cut them all individual. They have to stay together at least in 2s. And I'm not going to lie, theirs looks way better than mine, so we're just not going to look at mine anymore. But like I said before, what it's here for is pretty much just some of the basic stuff. Verify timing in the ECU, go over the fuel system, make sure everything's good, no leaks, nut and bolt the car, mess with the suspension, get it set up right to run on drag radial. The difference, as you guys hear us talk about with a drag radial opposed to a slick, is if you're on a slick, it's probably going to either sit the same or maybe squat just a little bit. We're on a drag radial, we want it to separate and grow and plant the tire. And it just requires a couple little bar angle changes with that. So that should be pretty simple. Get the car scaled, get Jason over here, and really just knock it out. So the car itself, I mean, I hope the camera, look at all the bars. I mean, I hope you guys can understand how clean of a vehicle this is, and how nice just the chassis work is. It's got all the floor structure underneath, and this would be a solid, you know, I mean, I think for like the little Thursday night shootout deals that we do at Glot, this car could be a heavy hitter there because it's got all the right things. It's got the good suspension, it's got a good power plant, it's got a nice big blower on there, which is a lot of room to grow. I believe that is an F3A. So we had the F3R on the Hemi, so that thing is pretty stout. And one thing I do like, it's got that fuel pump drive off of the blower. Oh man, it just looks so good. I'm gonna have to invest in one of those for the Colorado. And look at the massive blow-off valves. I mean, this thing it's got a bunch of really nice parts on there. I can't stress enough how well it's put together. So, but hopefully, you know, just a few minor things, and then it'll be good to go at the track, and hopefully everything goes good and successful, and it goes right down and through. With Ben and Jason on it, I got no doubt in my mind that it will do just that. So if you guys are interested in having any work done to like your race car or anything like this, you can hit up Ben. I'll link his Instagram right here. We can hit him up, or you could buy some of his t-shirts. They're still up on the website. But this is I mean, this should be a pretty quick one for us here. And like I said, Mike, I see him at Glot all the time right down the road, and if we can help him out, we definitely will. And hopefully this is what he needs to get back running. He's been racing cars for the longest time, and he said he's been out of the seat for quite a while, and he's had this thing and just never really got it to where he wants. And hopefully just a few minor little changes, nut and bolt everything, and get it running right, it'll be good to go down the track. But a lot of people right here are going to be confused by saying, why on earth would you put a Ford engine in a Corvette? And I guess the answer to this one right here is work with what you got. You got a motor that's pretty stout and makes some good horsepower. Horsepower is horsepower. It doesn't matter if it comes out an LS or if it comes out of a small block Ford or a small block Chevrolet. I mean, power's power. So it fits, it ships, it looks good, it sounds mean. Where's Phil? How's this thing sound? I mean, that thing's meaty, huh? I mean, it's got some ass.
Very surprising setup.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen this and I forgot about it. I haven't seen this thing.
I know when this car first came out.
It was like 8 years ago.
When this car first came out, it like broke the internet because people were like, "Oh my god!" Like, and I guess I probably would have been like that until I started messing with the Ford stuff a little bit, like with the bad apple. And honestly, like,
it's literally apples to apples.
Yeah, they're all. When you get to a certain point, they all do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I will say this: like, I had a conversation with Devin. As soon as you take the cam sensor out of an LS and the crank sensor out of the back, like if you're on a 58 tooth, and you have to verify timing and set that up, it becomes a small block Chevrolet. Because what makes LS's easy is it just plug everything right in, plug the harness in, go into the computer. If you got Holley, select LS, select what sensors you got, and you're good to go. Where this, just like the Black Sheep engine, you got to verify timing and do all that stuff. So once you get to this level, they're really all the same. It's just what you got and what you want to work with. So
how much money you really want to spend?
Yeah. I mean, it's all about... Look at this, though. I think this is the most trick part of this entire build. Ready? I'm going to shut this. You got to open it, right?
Oh, that's it.
Bo! Bo! Look at that. And he's got the battery back here. You can see... Dude, the chassis on this thing is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It looks pretty good.
No, it's very good.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's stout for sure. But this just blew me away. I mean, how sweet is that?
That's pretty dope.
Be like, Phil, I need to get in the trunk. Bo, that is sick. So shout out to Mike. Mike's an awesome dude, and I mean, he's really just an awesome car guy. And like he said he didn't build it to be a troll. He just worked with what he got, and it's unique, and that's what we like here. It's unique, it's pretty cool, and it sounds rowdy and should go fast, and those things you can't go wrong. So thank you, Mike, I asked him if I could film this thing and show the people, because I know that people want to see it. This will be just the first installment of this. I'm sure you guys are going to see this at the track as it gets shaken down and progresses through its life. But it's just a pretty sweet setup with a bunch of...
Are you going to tell times on this car?
I'm not sure. I don't know. He might.
That'd be nice if you did.
He said he's got you covered.
I mean, everybody's got me covered by now. I got an oil pan gasket on my body.
Look at that shirt, though. Shout out to Forrest. Look at that.
Yeah.
Damn. Forrest getting some airtime here.
I'm rocking a Forrest shirt. You're rocking a...
Yeah, I'm rocking a Bloodbath shirt. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this isn't a super exciting video. I just wanted to show this to you. A small block Ford powered Corvette. May the trolls be triggered. May the Ford fans be excited and be like, hell yeah, Ford. And yeah, it's your turn, Ford people. You win. And for those of you that don't care, as long as it makes horsepower, I'm right there with you. As long as it sounds sweet and makes some power, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. So, shout out to Mike. Awesome car. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We're going to have more on this, more on the Colorado build. Silverback Z06 is almost done. Phil's over here getting work done on the G. We just got a lot of stuff going on right now. The motor for the Black Sheep is getting worked on. MGP and Dart got our back, so thank you guys for that. Motion Raceworks always taking care of us. Strange Engineering, Billet Atomizer, turned our injectors around, cleaned them up, made sure they're good to go. So we got a bunch of amazing companies. Oh, T&D Machine Products, we got the rocker arms for the new heads already. So thank you guys so much to all these companies that help us do what we do. I wouldn't be able to do it without you, and we look forward to going racing and keeping it together. And I'm going to send, before we put any tune-ups in the car, I'm going to send them out to Dennis Schwab, or whatever his name is. I'm going to send them out to all the subscribers that say we need tuning help. You guys can look it over. We'll load the tune-up in the car. We'll send it down track. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm here to apologize to nobody. I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody.
No one. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
No one.
No one.
And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.